here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Frustration, watching you dance, invitation to get in your pants. I don't know why Miguel is on my mind like this, y'all. What's going on? It's Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Give me a second. I'm coming. Okay. How many drinks will it take you to leave with me? Damn, you look good and I got money, but I don't want to waste my time. Back in my mind, I'm hoping you say 2 or 3. It ain't plans, we ain't a body, but I don't want to waste my time. Oh my gosh. Today is Christmas Eve. Okay, y'all let me know if my chains are annoying the mic situation. Let me know, because I don't want to take my chains off. Hey everybody. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever it is you're into. I hope you're enjoying the time. I hope you're enjoying the festivities, okay? That's better. Thank you so much to Wanda for being the first person to comment. Thank you, Charnel, Alicia, Miss Erica, Saki, Poetress Justice. Okay, I'm so glad you were able to make it. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all come into the room. As y'all come into the room, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Okay, so Lyric gave me one of my Christmas presents. Okay, this is another ember. He bought me another ember. Okay. And I love it. It's adorable. I had to go to the P.O. box to pick up Niecy's Christmas present. And it's still hot. I love it. I'm obsessed. Okay. Thank you for joining my Patreon. I appreciate that. I'm going to do a Portia read along later. Like, we're probably gonna be done on here probably about 4:30. I'm guessing. We'll see. But probably maybe around 7. I'll come to y'all with the bullshit maybe. We'll see. But it should be around that time when I come back for Portia. But because I want to do that today for my members in my Patreon. So y'all be on the lookout for the notification or whatever. But I had to go to the mall because Lyric gave me the earrings, then we get the ember, and then I know I'm gonna get something on Christmas. So because of that, thank you. So because of that, I had to go get him some more stuff. And then when I went to get him some more stuff, I ended up a tad bit doing a lot. Like, I was expecting like around,
2, 3, and it was more so 5, 6. So that's like, but I think they're dope gifts, and so I can't wait to see what he thinks and how he feels or whatever. But yeah, that on top of the other stuff that he's gonna got my engagement ring for my Christmas present. Oh my God, random. It's random V. That's so amazing. Congratulations, my love. Bondy, you look good. Who woman you about to take? Listen, nobody's. I'm not about to take nobody's, old lady. It's so funny that you say that. Listen, a conversation that I had last night, it was just like, ooh. Listen, the auditions. So I'm like, I told y'all no Christmas tree, but Lyric pulled the synthetic one from out the attic. So I'm gonna put it up tonight, and then we'll put our packages because nothing's wrapped. I'm also not wrapping anything. Like normally I would wrap. I want, cute wrapping paper. Like I need my Christmas tree skirt, and y'all, with everything that happened, I was just like, no, thank you. I'm obsessed as well. No. So what I ended up doing was I got my mom something. I got my best friend something. And the only reason I got her something is because, because we didn't say we were going to give each other anything. But I did that because I'm going to her house for Christmas and I didn't want to go empty handed. So, because my mama taught me manners and shit. So I got to get for her. And then I had something else at my P.O. box from somebody else, and they spelled my name Bendy, which is, I was looking at like, who the fuck is this for? But because they had my P.O. box number correctly, it was for me. So I haven't opened any of that yet, but I have Jamie's present, Jay Lee's present, Niecy's present, another follower, another subscriber, and Lyric stuff. So but look, we made it through. We went to the mall, baby, and we made it through. We made it through the parking lot where I was about to curse somebody out. Don't you hate when the car, is right there and the motherfuckers don't want to back up? Like they don't want to back up so you can get the spot. They want you to get exasperated and just drive off. But people don't know how ignorant I am. Like I'll back up until you back up. My car is going to be fine. My Jeep is going to be fine. So I will slowly back up on your shit until you back up. Thank God, as I was sitting there looking at the bitch like, you're not going to back up? The person that was parked next to the parking spot I was trying to get came out. So both of those parking spots freed up at the same time. The lady was going to let me get it because she was going to do this and I was going to be able to back into that spot. Either way, I'm like, I don't know if you know, but I know how to back into a spot, bitch. So if you want to play, then we can do this, okay? But then the fact that I got the parking spot next to them, it was just looking at them through the window like, that's why I don't like going nowhere. Because it's not just about being places. It's just about the way people respond and the way people act. Like if you got there first, I'm not about to argue with you for no parking spot. But if I got there first, motherfucker, move on. I've been circling this parking lot for a minute now. Get the fuck up on. You just came over here. I've been circling for a minute. The lady come out and you trying to take the parking spot, bitch. Take it. But you know what else I did though? I could have straightened up a little bit more. No, bitch, you won't. Be tight. Be tight. Be tight. Because just know, my Jeep gonna be okay. I say that all the time. And I mean it. Anyway, man, motherfuckers is crazy, bro. But I'm glad I was in and out. I got what I need to get. And then I went down to the grocery store and got us some more kombucha and got me some Baileys and some fish to cook later because I told y'all I'm not cooking. We going by people's house who cooking, so we gonna bring food home. And I got us some salmon, some pre-marinated salmon, and some kale. So I'm gonna make some more kale greens the way I do because that was good. And ain't nobody doing all that. No. It's not giving. It's not giving all of that this year. The nails are as good as you gonna get. It's been busy here since we opened. Listen, when I tell you, when I watch them people walking around in that mall without no mask on, and I just be like, in your mask, hearing yourself breathe and shit. Yeah, that's the kombucha I get. I get GT Synergy. There's only a few flavors that I go up for: strawberry Serenity, guava goddess. I just found out the original is off the chain. Psh, okay, the original kombucha off the chain. Had no idea it was that good. That one, I love lavender love, but they ain't having none of that. But that and the passion berry, my faves, my faves. But I can't help it. It's gonna happen. Just so everybody's aware, I'm going to be extra. It's just what I'm gonna do until the nails are gone. So feel me or don't. But yeah, so appreciate you. Nigga saw it down in a Dillard's store. I should have got a fucking credit card. Like how much I racked up in Dillard's today in less than an hour. I have a problem. Like that's why. And then the man who was in the line behind me in Dillard's went and pulled out this fire ass fucking Christmas colored plaid situation, and I almost went and got it. I almost was like, "Hey, can I see if they have that?" And then I can add that. But then I was like, "This is enough. This is enough. This is enough." I feel like it's not enough, but this is enough. And I'm gonna let him figure out anything else that he wants to do. But it's classy based. It was more than one thing. And it was one item for like, I'm about to get into the stories, y'all, but I'm trying to give y'all time to come in and I have something to talk about. So why not give y'all the time to come in? But I have in my mind when I go shopping, I want one thing that is shy as fuck. One thing that I love. One thing that I feel like that's a bop. That's cute. Or one thing that's like the only thing left of it. I ended up getting Lyric this fire ass situation. Okay, y'all, let's see it on Christmas. Fire ass situation. And it was the only one left, and it was in his size. And I was just like, ah. So that happened. And then I actually was leaving out of the store, and I was like, damn, let me see if I can find something else for my mom, because I got my mom something, but I felt like it wasn't enough. I felt like it wasn't enough. The old girl aggravates me, but I love her. So I was like, okay, let me go and, see if I can get my mom something else. So I ended up seeing another thing, one of her size. And I was just like, and it's something that I would have wore. So that's why I was like, yeah, she gonna like this because this is something that I would wear. So I know it's something that she will wear because my mom has my same type of, style when it comes to certain things. So yeah, good times at the mall today as I quickly came in and came out. When I tell you, child, I almost bought her some Tiffany's perfume, but I was like, not $198. But yes, y'all, I'm a Gemini too. I have the same issues. Bondy, you seem like you enjoy spoiling people. She really fuck with a true giver. I do. And that's the thing. Like, it's so funny because I was just telling this to somebody, like the way I like to show people love, like I am a attentive person, but I love spoiling. Like if I could feel like I'm not being taken advantage of in the process, especially if I have, I'll go above and beyond. But don't ever like make me feel like you taking advantage, because then you ain't gonna get shit from me. Like when I tell you, I love my little nephew, but he has not got a well thought out gift from me in years, because when I used to think of like really fire ass books to get for him, because I was like, you're gonna get toys and clothes from everybody else, I just get you real fly books. And my little niece, that worked for her. But for him, it was like, you got me books again? And I was just like, noted. Never thought out for another gift again. Because don't do that. Don't ever do that. That was bad. That was bad. So I feel like that lesson needed to be learned. So from now on, I throw money in his face. Here go $20. Get out of my face. I'm not going to like go the extra mile to think of a gift for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't appreciate what I was giving to you. Not even knowing what I was giving to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a little black boy growing up in New Orleans. Like, nobody's going to press you to read. They're going to press you to draw. They're going to press you to play instruments. They're going to press you to play football. But they're not going to press you to read anything. When I tell you, most of the men I talk to in my life, with the exception of my cousin and probably my brother, they're not readers. When you try to talk to them about reading things, they don't want to read anything. Reading is boring, like that type of mindset. And honestly, I get rather annoyed with it. So I just let it go. I just let it go. But I have an annoyance with black men's some black men, and these the ones I grew up around. They incapability of understanding that reading is fundamental. And I mean that in more than one way. Like even as an adult, like as I read things, my vocabulary still, you know what I'm saying? Like any content that you're taking in when you are a content creator will affect you positively when it comes to what you're doing. So, I really feel strongly about reading. And then I'm also one of those people whose mind like really takes over in the imagination department when I'm reading something or listening to someone read something, because I have to create the visual in my mind, which is always bigger than anything that I can see on TV. Like I recall like when I used to be reading the Harry Potter books before the movies came out, like how big it was in my mind. And even though the movies were amazing, it's just, it's never as big as your imagination. Yes, I would lose hours reading. Like I would lose time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was into it so much. Same thing with my son. He don't like reading. And I don't understand what that's about. When people say reading is boring, it offends me to the max. Is it not? Okay, it offends me as well. Because I'm like, there are books about every different topic that you could think of. You just don't want to like actually sit there and read because reading is hard, I guess. The mentality stirs my grits. Yes. So y'all understand where I'm at with this. I love reading a lot. Me too. Especially when my eyes aren't fucking up on me. I really enjoy reading, and I always have. My son has a whole library full of books in his room. I brought another. I love that, Donna. I love that. I love that. Like kids should really be able to like disappear in books, lose themselves, imagination, and better understanding of things. Child, they used to have us reading so much good shit when I was growing up in school. Like it was hard not to become like we was reading all of the black people books and shit, but we was also reading Harry Potter books. We was also like anything that was young adult, I was reading it. If it was on the bestsellers list at Barnes and Nobles, I was reading it. Like when I tell you, when I was a teenager, Barnes and Nobles was my favorite place to be. Loved going in there for new books. And then I love series too. Like I used to love the R.L. Stein Fear Street books. So I would go in there all the time looking for new R.L. Stein books. They tripping because I just got the Selena book. Her husband, Chris, wrote, and I literally feel like I know the girl can feel emotion through. Oh, really? Did they do an audio book? Oh my God, what's the title? I just got one. I need to get that. I appreciate that because I was a book collector as well. Like that was one of the biggest things that hurt me during Katrina was losing all of my books. Y'all, ever since I was a child, I had been collecting golden books. I had all my Harry Potter books. I had my Sarah Dessen books. I had like, it was just so many like different books that I had read over the years, like things that I had gotten when Amazon first started. I remember getting books off Amazon for the first time and like the type of books that I would get. Child, I got one book that was about the Castor sisters, which were the women who used to go around and make cast of men's dick. Like it's because I would get coming of age books for young women a lot of the times. And those books would be telling you all kind of shit. Like to Selena with Love by Chris Perret. Okay, I'm going to look that up because that sounds like it's going to be good. But that aside, y'all, let's talk about what we actually here to talk about, which is the gossip, child, the entertainment of it all. But yeah, everybody else just gets cash from me. But my mom, my husband, I do the most for. But yes. Oh my God. I also have these. A series of unfortunate events. When I tell you that shit will have your nerves so bad. Goddamn Olaf. And all the stupid ass people around him, the adults in a series of unfortunate events will have you out here ready to stab somebody. Anita Blake books, never heard, but interesting. I love me some Nicholas Sparks. Just so many people that I could think of, y'all. That's why we're gonna start reading books and like actually reading them together so we can go through them and all of that. Cause I like doing that. It's just sometimes my voice gets tired and my eyes get blurry. So I can only do so much of it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all seem to be enjoying it in the members only lives and stuff like that, So I appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the story of it all. Y'all, Common and Tiffany Haddish, y'all know they broke up, and I was trying to ignore anything else that came out, because it's like they broke up. What else is there to talk about? Okay. But I do recall seeing headlines that Common had spoke on why they broke up after they had both just said that their schedules didn't allow. We knew that was a lie, but ultimately it was like, if y'all don't want to tell us, then we don't need to know, because we can pretty much assess that Common is a fuckboy. I think everybody's aware that Common is a little bit of a fuckboy. Not a little bit, a lot, okay? But here's what the Jasmine brand is saying. During a recent interview with Fox Soul's Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored with Jason Lee, Tiffany Haddish revealed that she isn't too happy with some things her ex-boyfriend Common has publicly said about their split. She said, I was disappointed. I was very disappointed. I was like, oh okay, because that's not what you told me, but okay. When Jason Lee pointed out that Common appears to be the main factor in his failed relationships, Tiffany Haddish agreed and added, he might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like, like a bee going from flower to flower to flower. I don't know. I wish him nothing but joy and happiness. He will always be cool. The Girl Trip actress also shared that she was fine with their relationship coming to an end because she's now facing a new opportunity. She continued. She said, I miss him. I miss him from time to time, but that's with, I think, any intimate relationship that you might have. You miss them, but I'm fine with it. It's cool. When asked if she would date another famous man, she said, I would fuck one. According to reports, Common and Haddish initially met while filming The Kitchen in 2019 and started dating the following year in 2020. News broke last month that the pair decided to call it quits and go their separate ways. As previously reported earlier this month, Common spoke on their breakup and shared with Hollywood Unlocked that a lack of time was a huge factor behind their relationship ending. He said, first of all, I want to say Tiffany, as you know, is for me like one of the best people I met in my life. One of the best hearted and most authentic and caring people that I met in my life. And that's what made me love her and be in love with her. And I want to be in a relationship with her and grow with her. This is what he said. He continued, we had a real healthy and loving relationship. It was probably the most mature relationship I've been in. I don't think the love really dispersed. I think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship. So that's what he said. And I guess she had a problem with that. I feel like she probably had a problem, and she's not going to tell us exactly what was said, but something makes me feel like her issue with what he said was that they weren't feeding the relationship. Because this is what I'm thinking. She's probably thinking to herself, I fed the relationship. You decided that you no longer wanted to feed the relationship. And now you're telling everybody that we weren't doing it together. And that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to read to y'all what he actually said on Hollywood Unlocked. He said, I don't think the love really, like he said that part. Hold up. Okay, wait, he said that part. Let me see. Hold up. Is there more? He said it was to balance. It was a mutual thing. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't think it was mutual. Yeah, I don't think it was that mutual. I think Common decided that he was done with Tiffany and wanted to move on like Maya, in my opinion. And I feel like we all knew that he would do that. Am I the only one who feels like we all knew he would do that? We all knew he would do that. Common never could maintain a relationship. I'm a little late, but on another note, Bondi, you look real nice. Thank you, love. Thank you for coming in. No one can ever tell me that Common is so busy. Is what Common is so busy doing. Child, he be acting sometimes. Ooh, L.A. Banks wrote great horror books. Ooh, thank you. I got to remember that. I thought their couple was weird. Sound like Common don't like women. I don't think that. Which is probably, y'all, some people do not have the capability to form long-term connections with other adults. They just don't. Some people can't. She kind of let it out on Afion Crockett live on Instagram. Did she? I did not see that. Let me see if I can find that. Okay. Hold up. Let's see. Tiffany Haddish. on Affion Crockett. Okay, let's see.
Tony Award-winning singer, the actress. I think her name is Lindsay or Lauren. It's a good movie. I mean, you already said. I mean, look, you and Billy Crystal's in it. That's legendary. Look, the movie's about to mention. I might have a little bit. Okay, I don't care what you want, so that others are others. Yes.
Is there a time code?
Bakery. Hold on. No, we can take it. We can make up like a boss.
Like, let me know.
I did my own stuff in that movie.
Let me know. Is there an actual time code where he was brought up? Because if that's the case, then I can go ahead and pull that up. But from what I'm hearing, it's a 45-minute situation, and I did not have, time. Okay, because obviously I'm just finding it out here. I didn't have time to listen to that, so I don't know. But what I am going to say is, to me, it is a long video. I think it's towards the end. Okay, I really do feel like it probably was along the lines of, he just didn't want to be in a relationship with her anymore. Like it probably, ran its course. It just probably ran its course. And that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like that really does happen. Let me see. Well, did they have anybody else on it? Or was it just the two of them? Let's see.
My lady by Josie and cut into it with some goddamn situations. I still have a couple of points about time. But I know the situations. They be different. They be different. Yeah. Like, how does he last? Sometimes I look back at some relationships and be like, how did I last more than 500 days? Right. Oh, yeah, man. Relationship, that's a whole nother show. That is a whole nother show.
Let me see. This might be around time.
You off the stage.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Helping you get on your feet. Yes, I sacrificed. You could leave me at the drop of the dime.
No.
No, I know, because I've been in 1,000 times.
I don't know, y'all. If y'all can't give me a time code, I'm gonna have to go ahead and let it go, child. But I'm gonna just tell you, I really just understand it as the relationship ran its course. Common, probably feels very strongly about women for about 30 days or so, and then that feeling goes away. And instead of trying to stick in there, he just moves on and goes to the next woman. And maybe that's just his situation. But I have to wonder why, if you're going to even mention that you were bothered by what he said, why you wouldn't just say what you were bothered by. So that's the thing that annoyed me with Tiffany, because it's like you often do things and it almost seems like you're doing it for clout. Because why are you even drawing attention to something that you're not going to fully speak on? You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, do you want to let it be known that Common is a fuckboy? I feel like it doesn't even matter. I feel like it doesn't even matter to put out a Yelp review about him, because at the end of the day, women who want to fuck Common are going to do it regardless to, if he is a asshole or not. And that's just what it is. So let's move on, you guys. We're going to move on to our boy Jay-Z here. Okay, y'all? So Jay-Z is confident that nobody can beat him in a Verzuz. Okay? He expressed these sentiments during a Twitter conversation with Alicia Keys. The topic about Verzuz came up, and he was asked if he would ever go against someone in Verzuz. And he responded, "No one can stand on that stage with me. It's not a chance in hell that anyone can stand on that stage with me. You got to stand in front of the Grammy family freestyle live. No one has ever seen me perform that. You got to stand in front of that. That ain't never going to happen." Honestly, Jay, if it's never going to happen, it's because you don't want it to happen, Jay. And we want you to just let it happen. And we feel like you guys won't. You and Beyonce feel like y'all are above Verzuz, and we wish y'all wouldn't feel that way, because ultimately, like Swiss Beats is in y'all same A-list category as far as hip hop is concerned. Like Swiss Beats and Timbaland are in your category. So why not do it? You know what I'm saying? Especially if it could be something big like Mariah versus Beyonce, or Jay-Z versus, who would Jay-Z go up against? I feel like Lil Wayne will probably be the best one. And I feel like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z could eat each other up in a battle. Like, eat each other the fuck up. I feel like just like Jay-Z feels like he has a one that can't nobody fuck with, I feel like the same way about Wayne. And the only reason I feel like it's not Nas is because I feel like Nas doesn't have enough radio hits to fuck with Jay-Z. Nas is a great rapper, but he is not enough. And Andre 3000 doesn't have enough music. Andre 3000 doesn't have enough music. The only person that has enough music and enough radio hits to go against the Jay-Z, the Sean D. Carter, as a rapper is Lil Wayne. Nope, I don't want to see Eminem. I do not want to see Pharrell. No, Pharrell is a producer. Okay. And also Pharrell produced some of Jay-Z's music. So no. Okay. Pharrell is somebody you bring out to perform with Jay-Z when he goes against somebody else. Another thing, Diddy, absolutely not. What are y'all talking about? What 5 songs are Diddy gonna perform? Like, you gotta think about Diddy's actual music, okay? His music, him by himself. He cannot compete with Jay-Z. No. Kanye can't compete with Jay-Z either. I'm sorry, y'all. That's cute, but no. To me, there's nobody but Lil Wayne. Jay Lee, hey honey, I see you. Okay, Busta. The only reason I feel like no to Busta is, once again, I don't think Busta had, like, y'all have to think about how many radio hits Jay-Z has. Like, Jay-Z has 11 #1 albums. Like, first of all, let's start there. So you can't bring people that don't have the same amount of music or the same amount of hits to pull from, because he gonna eat their ass up. That's why I'm saying it has to be somebody that is exactly, and that would be amazing. It would be amazing, especially because they could do the song that they have together. Like, they have a couple of songs that they could do together. They could bring out Rihanna, they could bring out Kanye, they could bring out so many people. They could bring out Drake, they could bring out Nicki Minaj, they could bring out Beyonce. Like, it would turn it A-list like a motherfucker if they did a Carter versus Carter. Like, it would be epic. That Bondy people don't know. They don't. I feel like they don't. I don't know if they really like know. I know, because like I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Jay-Z. Like, I'm gonna tell you what surprised me. I have been to 2 On the Run tour concerts because I love seeing them both. But I literally go for Jay-Z's half. Like, I love Beyonce and I love to see the visual of her performance. I get captivated by her performance, but I am the most excited and know the most songs. Like, I mean, I know all of Beyonce songs, so that's not even, but I just mean like the ones that get me hype, it's always Jay-Z shit. Like, I think that because Jay-Z is so accomplished, people try to downplay him like he's not as cold as he is, but he's cold as fuck, y'all. There aren't many people that have been out since the 90s that can give that same thing. The only other person that I saw y'all mention that I feel like is a possible is LL, but I still feel like LL is a little bit too ahead of him. Like, they shouldn't battle because LL is LL. Like we need somebody that's like, I don't know, but LL, no, I don't think LL needs to versus anybody, to be honest. Like, I mean, it would be cool to watch, but ultimately that, he's up there already. Leave him alone. He's already up there. It's already up there. There's nobody who can fuck with him in his arena to me. You can say, look, there's no but. Jay-Z Cole but. There's no but. There's no but. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no but, y'all. I love y'all. We can argue about this all day. But I'm telling y'all, the Carter versus Carter. What? Lil Wayne versus Jay-Z. That is the card. That's the ticket, okay? And I'm telling you, that shit would be ignorant as fuck. When I tell you, okay, everybody would be at home to see that Verzuz. Everybody would be at home or somewhere where they can watch that Verzuz. LL Cool J versus Ice Cube. Okay, that could work. That could work. You're right. That could absolutely work. Snoop Dogg versus nah. Snoop Dogg versus LL or Snoop Dogg versus Ice Cube. I don't know. It's too much thinking right now. We're going to move on from there. But I see what y'all are saying. Child, let's talk about Baby Blue. Poor little Baby Blue. Not only Is Baby Blue going to jail? Okay. Hold on. There's another story too, or is it just this one? Child, let me tell y'all about this one. Okay. So Baby Blue will soon begin doing time for his involvement in a fraud scheme that Baby Blue has set up. As previously reported, Baby Blue Pretty Ricky was accused of being involved in a $24 million fraud scheme last year. Specifically, the R&B star was accused of fraudulently receiving PPP loans and allegedly used some of the funds to purchase himself a Ferrari. A few months later, news also broke that Baby Blue was had ultimately pled guilty over the matter. He ended up admitting to falsifying documents to obtain his PPP loans for $426,000 and $708,000. Now, there has been an update to the situation regarding Baby Blue's sentencing. News recently broke that the 37-year-old artist was sentenced to 20 months behind bars last week for his involvement in the wire fraud conspiracy. On top of this, he was also ordered to pay over $2 million in restitution and forfeiture. When commenting on the matter, Baby Blue reportedly remarked the judge was fair. I think that's fair. He also appeared to address the matter on Instagram and said, I can't go back and change the beginning, but I can start where I am and change the ending. There are things in life we don't want to happen, but have to accept. Lessons in life we don't want to know, but have to learn. We have to remember that life's greatest lessons are usually learned at the worst times from the worst mistakes. Sometimes the bad things that happen to us end up putting us on the path to the best things that will ever happen to us. And he continued on to say some other shit in his little tight jacket. But here's the thing. How old do you need to be in order to know that stealing money from the government is not the way sway? How adult do you need to be to know that stealing money from the government is not the way sway? Y'all, let me tell y'all something. If there is nothing I learned from my father, and I tell y'all all the time, I learned a lot of things from that old, okay? But one of the main things I learned was don't do anything to where you have to be looking over your shoulder, especially not looking over your shoulder. Okay? Especially not looking over your shoulder when it comes to no government stuff. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's like, listen to me. I don't know who listening to me right now. You may need to hear this. It's not worth it. Don't do shit that's going to have you looking over your shoulder. Don't. This was stupid. Anyway, also, okay, it looks like Baby Blue has more on his plate. According to reports, Baby Blue has filed a lawsuit against Spare Z in Davie, Florida for being shot in the parking lot of the bowling alley. The incident occurred earlier this year in April. According to the lawsuit, Spare Z invited Baby Blue to the venue. However, the company failed to patrol, police, and guard the premises. The suit added that Baby Blue suffered permanently in personal injury, including significant scarring and loss of his ability to walk. According to the Davie police, Baby Blue arrived at Spare Z about 20 minutes before the shooting incident took place. The musician said that he was there to meet loved ones and stepped outside with a cousin so they could hear each other better. They told the police that while they were standing in the bowling alley's parking lot, two men with hoodies pulled tightly around their heads and facial coverings approached Baby Blue. One of the men wanted Baby Blue to hand over his gold chain and Jesus charm. They reportedly said, "Don't say nothing, take it off." The man attempted to yank the chain from the entertainer's neck when the gun went off, striking him in the left shoulder. According to the supplemental police incident reports, the bullet became lodged in Baby Blue's back, broke a few of his ribs, and punctured his lungs. A few days after the shooting, Baby Blue addressed what happened while in the ICU at Regional Memorial Hospital. We remember this. We was like, nigga, this was bad. Why are you on social media already? We just knew we shouldn't worry after that. He shared that he has been in a coma, but was getting quality care. He added that he had to teach himself how to breathe and walk again. Well, you don't have to teach yourself how to breathe necessarily, do you? He just sounds like he's being a tad bit dramatic. Baby Blue is seeking unspecified damages, okay? And I feel like, You're trying to sue those people so that you can make some money to go towards this $2 million restitution that you got to pay up to these government people. That's what it looked like to me. Thank you, Devin, for the super chat. He got less than 2 years, but Carly's husband got 12. I thought Carly's husband had 9. Either way, you see how the criminal justice system is fugazi as fuck? It's because Baby Blue had money. And it wasn't just that he had money. Pretty Ricky, his brother, and them had money. So they probably paid for really great lawyers to get him off. Probably knew some people to make sure that he didn't serve that much time. But I felt it was 12. You right. No, it was 12, not 9. You are absolutely right. Because I remember when I read the story, I was heartbroken that they gave him that much time for it. I remember feeling like that's a lot of fucking time to put somebody in jail over some money. Like, I get, y'all care about y'all money more than anything in this world. I get it. But like, nobody's dead. 12 years? That's way too much time to me. Who is that helping? Like, how is that amount of time equivalent to the crime? I don't even understand that. So I'm glad Baby Blue didn't get more than 20 months, honestly. But I wish that somebody would have extended that same type of grace to old boy. I mean, I don't know him, but I hate for anybody to get put up in jail, for extended periods of time when it's not fair. Like, that shit not fair. Like, that doesn't shake to me at all. But you can tell he just didn't have a good lawyer. He probably didn't have, the proper people in his corner, along with your history, all of that. Child, it's a mess. It's a bald head mess. BondyBlue was buying cars too. That's why it's a fraud. Oh, Baby Blue. Child, about to say me? Okay, as far as my businesses. But see, I feel like Kansas City Mo, Joshua. Remember he was on Love and Hip Hop with her and she was saying he was beating her and all of that type of shit, but we never saw it. Girl, who knows? Anyway, y'all, let's move on to the Currys. Girl, listen, the Currys look good. Aisha, bitch, you look good. It's really Aisha. Aisha, bitch, you look good. Child, let's talk about it. Child, this thing that kept this coffee hot this whole time. This is a blessing. So there was a blind item that came out on Gossip in the City, I believe, right? And then the story came out not too long after. Okay, so it says, chefs on and off the court was the subject message. Have it on very good authority that this well-known NBA couple aren't as faithful and in love as their social media and image make them out to be. They both have side hookups and flings, but keep it very private to keep up the perfect family image that they show the world. I was shocked to learn they've been together for so long, which is so stupid to me. Why are you shocked? Usually people that have been together so long have had issues. Like, to me, being with somebody for a long time just ensures that you probably made it through a lot of bullshit. Like, that's what that tells me. That doesn't tell me that no bullshit has occurred because y'all still together. No. While the anonymous tip did not refer to Steph or Aisha by name, many have speculated that it is referring to the well-known power couple. The pair has yet to, of course, they're not going to address it. The best way to address a situation like this is to completely ignore it. This alleged rumor comes as a shock to most. So it's no surprise that fans it's not a shock to me, especially when you think about the fact that they've been together since they were in college, right? They've been together since they were in college. He's a basketball player, which means he's gone a lot. She was talking about wanting to feel attractive, wanting to feel sexy, wanting to feel wanted. And that means that he wasn't making her feel like that. And if he was making her feel like that, she still needed more from somewhere else. Remember when she said that? So when you put those two things together, it absolutely makes sense for me for them to be married and, showcase a perfect happy marriage so that they can keep all of their endorsement deals and her cooking stuff and his NBA stuff. Being married and having a family makes you a hot commodity. It makes you more sellable to companies. So I personally feel like this is not a surprise to me at all. It would be a surprise to me if they were perfectly happy only fucking each other after being together since college, him being a basketball player and her expressing how she felt. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not mad at him at all. I honestly feel like people need to mind their fucking business. Like, I don't know who got the information, because it almost seemed as if it was from some type of therapy session. I heard something else where they were talking about how somebody overheard something that might have been said during a therapy session or something along those lines, or, you know, not a therapy session, like an accountant, a lawyer, something like that. But either way, I feel like whatever works for them, whatever works for them. There are a lot of, listen, I need for everybody, because there are people that always want to say, well, if you're going to do that, why get married? Because I might want to fuck other people, but I only want to have a house, kids, and a lifelong commitment with one person. But I want to be able to go and play around and get my nut off with other people and then just make sure my shit is the same thing that Will and Jada do. Like, a lot of people that have built businesses and families together are still human beings that at some time or another get tired of one another. And in order to keep the shit together, they go and spice it up and go out here, go do something over here so that they can miss, you know, the person, miss their person. And then they go, you know, they come back and it's all good with one another. And then they be out here doing whatever. Like, it is what it is. Monique and her husband too. Okay. They are a brand as a married couple. Exactly. Just messing up marriage, period. I don't see, and listen, I don't feel like that. I feel like marriage is what you make it. I feel like nobody should be trying to have the next person's marriage. Nobody should be trying to have another person's marriage. You should be trying to have the marriage that you want. I'm telling y'all what I have heard a lot of like older married people say is that a lot of times, like, they only want to be married to the person that they're married to. That doesn't mean that that's the only person they want to have relations with and all of that type of stuff, especially if they're not always in the same place like them. Listen, I don't know where y'all think I've gotten this information from, but it ain't been from no celebrities. It's been from real people in real life. That's why people tell you mind your business and don't worry about nobody else's marriage, because everybody's marriage is different. And what works for your marriage is not going to work for the next person's marriage. So that's why marriage is literally a partnership between two people, however that partnership plays itself out. And even in the Bible, it says that the marriage bed cannot be defiled. Like, it says that, which means that whatever those two people decide to do, and they both want to do it, then ain't nothing wrong with it, because those two people in that marriage want to do it. Which is why I never understand why anybody would feel a way about, knowing that married people fuck. I never understood, like, married at first sight. Oh, I don't want to know we fucking. Y'all are married. Where else are you supposed to be able to fuck? Oh, y'all want us to be Puritans and not fuck at all. I forgot this country was built on Puritans as well as slavery. Crazy motherfuckers, you Americans. Lord. I'm from here, y'all. Shut up. Anyway, sexual loyalty in marriage is antiquated anyway. Maybe for some. But no, I absolutely feel like people like, once you like in it with somebody, you really not trying, like, most people not trying to unwrap their shit. Like, y'all, nobody's trying to unwrap their shit. It's real hard to leave. So people will much rather figure out a way to get what they want and stay in their marriage, because nobody wants to break their shit up. Like, this is why I don't like when people say stuff like they want that Will and Jada love. We will never have the full story. So just working on what works for you. I know that's right. I don't never say I want anybody's type of relationship. Not even my parents. Like, I want whatever relationship, whatever that feels good to me. And that's why I don't judge whatever other people have going on. And I don't expect, that's why I don't tell nobody what's going on in my shit neither, because I don't want nobody in my shit and I don't want nobody judging me. So don't use me as no example, bitch. Do it for yourself. Do it like it's your B-day. Okay, lots of marriages are like that, especially after years of being with one person you built with. And if you're both bisexual, oh, that's another thing. And not even if you're both, just if one of you are bisexual, okay? And also, I feel like over time, see, that's what people don't understand. They think that because you've been together so long, that means you got some like magic situation going. But no, a lot of the times it's really just, you need the excitement to be reinfused. Everything is all sexy and hot when it's new. or when things happen. That's why people like toxic relationships where they fight and fuck all the time, because that shit is exciting. So it keeps them wanting to go back to that person because they're fighting and fucking all the time. But when you are in a healthy relationship and it ain't all of that going on, sometimes it's like I need something to happen so that I'm not bored out of my fucking mind. Like, okay, you need to do something. Put some porn on. Somebody call somebody. Do something. Okay, I'm just telling y'all, what I feel like is the truth, girl. What I feel like is what they tell me. How do I turn it off, y'all? I'm trying to turn my cup off because my cup is sitting here still hot and I want it to stop being hot. Stop being hot. Stop being hot, cup. Let's see. Can I turn it off? So I don't know how to turn it off. I'm gonna have to go. Oh, no, I remember how to turn it off. I'm sorry. 1, 2. Okay, I think that turned it off. Supposed to just hold it. All right, y'all. They have 3 kids. They have 3 kids and 2 girls. Okay. Come meet me. A marriage takes work. It does. Marriage takes a lot of work. Give that man his things. There is no, but when it comes to DJZ, oh yeah. Monogamy is a choice, but it's not natural scientifically. There's a great explained episode on this subject on Netflix. Ooh. I mean, I just imagine it like, what's the, like variety being a spice of life type situation. Or even thinking about like, how when you're massaging a certain area, if the area you've been massaging it for too long, you have to go to another area and come back so the sensation will be different. Like, that's like the type of mindset that it is as well. Yes, an electric cup. It was one of my Christmas presents for my husband. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm trying to see when it's gonna turn off. 1, 2. Okay, I think it's off now. Yeah, there's no light now. Okay. Big ups to Bonnie. Listen, it's press-ons, my girl. It's press-ons. And I couldn't find the girl Instagram because they're like a year old. 2 years old. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got to say about Steph and Aisha. If that's what they doing, good for them. Make it work, child, because y'all ain't about to leave each other. Because look who relationships is supposed to be monogamous, but fucked up is I don't know what. See, that's how you're not supposed to be trying to make what work for other people work for you. Because Prinky and Ray J ain't never been happy in their situation. They ain't never been happy in their situation, and they claim monogamy. They them people that never want to not be in a monogamous relationship. Okay? Meaning she wants to just be with him, and he wants her to just be with him, and he can be with other people, but he just wants, her to just be with him. Okay. So Ray J is at the end of his rope with the injustice in the business world. Okay. This is not about Prinky. Entertainer and entrepreneur Ray J voiced his frustrations with racism in the corporate world on December 21st. He posted on Instagram, listen, hold up, let me do it. This is the reason why I want to do it. Listen, hold up, let me do it. Listen, I barely do this, but I think in 2022, I haven't done Ray J in a minute, and even at the end of 21, it's time when there's $300, $400 million on the table, and you're on the side of a company that you founded, and that you put your soul behind. I'm losing it. Damn. Listen, man, racism. Okay. It's not allowed here. It's not allowed anywhere. You want to know why? Because it's wrong. You can't tell me that you're a dictator and that we got to do what you say do. Asking me, do I know what dictatorship means? I think that's extremely racist. Okay? Extremely racist. I'm trying to get my Ray J, y'all. There's a lot of other things that's going on that I think can be worked out. But certain people got to go. Certain people can't feel like they're allowed to be racist. And it's okay. Even if you're in another country, you can't be racist over there to us over there. It's not like that. It's 2021. It's 2022. I got a voice. I got a voice. I'm about to use my voice, and I want to get to the bottom of this so we can keep soaring in the sky and keep being successful. But we got to cut the racist fat. We got to cut the negative fat that's affecting us in this company. We're going to cut the fat. All y'all racist mother, I'm coming for you right now. Don't think you can play with me. Don't think you can talk to me any kind of, I'm sorry, I went New York right there. Don't think you can talk to me any kind of way. It doesn't work like that, bro. Okay? So let's get started. All y'all young entrepreneurs out there that's going through something like this, tap in. Okay? Ray J said, tap in. Okay, y'all. It's been a long time since I gave y'all Ray J. Okay, but I had to go ahead and give y'all Ray J. I don't know what Ray J talking about. I do not know what the old boy Ray J is talking about. But what I do know is, Ray J, are you new to this or what, honey? Like, yeah, there's racism. There's always been racism, honey. What happened? Did you just realize it or something? Let us know. I don't know, y'all, but any opportunity to read something in Ray J's voice, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You say he was high? Probably. Doesn't he sell weed? Ray J sells weed. Why wouldn't he be high? I'm just saying. But I hope whatever's going over there with Raycon Global, Child Global, whatever's going on with Ray's businesses, I hope, he continues to be a successful Black businessman, even though he a dog-ass nigga who don't raise his own children. He just show up. Frankie doing all the hard work. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on because Cherie, y'all, Will Smith's ex-wife, Cherie. Do y'all see Cherie, child? Listen, Cherie Zampino has officially signed on for the upcoming season of Bravo's The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Reportedly, the 54-year-old entrepreneur will obtain a friend of status while other newbie Diana Jenkins will be a full-time housewife. Zampino and Jenkins will join returning cast members Kyle, Lisa, Erica, Zoritz, Garcelle, Sutton, Crystal, and Kathy. While Cherie will be a newbie to the franchise, luckily she will have longtime friend and castmate Garcelle Bouvet to lean on. So this is going to give Garcelle someone to be there for her. Now, reminding you guys that she was married to Will Smith. Cherie was married to Will Smith from 92 to 95. She left him. He didn't want to break up with her. They have a son together, and they have really made themselves famous off of their co-parenting relationship. Jada, Will, and Cherie. They go on vacations together. They, take care of the kids together. And everybody has always acted like, they were so weird because they wanted to take care of, their children together, meaning they wanted to do family vacations. They needed it to be okay for her to come. All of that type of stuff. I honestly always thought that was one of the best things about seeing their relationship, play out in public or whatever, was the fact that they were so open about the co-parenting situation. And I feel like it was such a positive thing because there are so many people that really don't know how to do this. Like, I know them. They do not know how to put their bullshit aside so that their kids don't have to deal with immature adults that can't just get over the emotional part and be parents. Because I'm just saying, y'all, there are a lot of people that can't do it. And then they be proud of the fact that they can't put their bullshit aside for their kids. Oh, girl, I can't do it. You ain't going to catch me co-parenting amicably with a bitch. You ain't going to catch me doing that because I'm always going to be mad at whatever. Okay, whatever bitch, my ex-baby daddy, my baby daddy, whoever she with, I'm going to be mad. I don't care. I don't like her. Some of y'all are like that. Some of y'all, unfortunately, are like that as fuck. And that's sad for your kids, I think. Okay, so I've always thought it was a great thing the way they handled their situation. Now, y'all know I don't watch Z White Girls. And I wasn't really paying attention to this past season. So I don't know if I'm going to be showing up for Beverly Hills, but this makes me more inclined to show up for Beverly Hills. For real. Like, I'm going to just tell y'all, I think she's a perfect addition to the show. Hopefully they can come together to push back against the white women, minus Sutton. I hear Sutton's the only one that's not problematic. It's called being a functional family. We so used to foolishness. Child, listen, facts. My niece been in the hospital since Saturday. Just told my brother yesterday. Oh wow. Oh my God, that would have me so mad. Kathy needs to go to get Lionel Richie's first wife, Brenda, and bring her to the franchise as a friend as well. Ooh, I would love to hear why she poured them. Did she pour grits on him or beat the hell out of him? Hey D, Merry Christmas. I feel like I heard, that Lionel Richie got his ass whooped by that first wife. Last season was all about Erica Jane and her BS. Right. So we'll see. I might come back. I might not come back, child. I never watched it, but I might show up to see how Cherie and Garcelle are playing out. Okay. But let's go ahead and move on to the last story, you guys, which is Trey Songz. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to talk about Trey Songz, assaulting people. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to talk about Trey Songz out here grabbing on people, putting his fingers in people, pushing people in the closets, just doing all kind of inappropriate shit that he should not be doing. I do not listen. Let me read to y'all what's being said about Tremaine. Okay. So hold up. Tremaine and P. Diddy have gotten themselves in a sticky legal situation. Tremaine and music mogul Sean Combs were named in a lawsuit filed by a woman involved in an incident that took place in 2018. Oh, so this is an old story. Okay. A woman by the name of Jahara Jeffries is accusing Tremaine of sexually assaulting her inside E11 E11 even nightclub? Child, I don't know. After they partied together at Diddy's New Year's Eve celebration, she's seeking $20 million in damages. On the morning of January 1st, 2018, Tremaine allegedly invited Jahara and her associates to spend the night with him in a private area of the nightclub. The women accepted Trey's offer and rode to the venue with him. Okay. When they arrived at the VIP table, Trey, who reportedly appeared to already be intoxicated, continued to consume alcohol. Jahara was dancing on a couch with her friends when she says Trey began to digitally penetrate her. The lawsuit allegedly reads, while plaintiff was dancing on the couch, she noticed defendant Songz standing on the floor next to her. She then felt fingers being inserted into her, turned around and saw defendant Songz pulling his hand away from her bottom. She got down from the couch, shook by what had just occurred. How you dancing and somebody bypass your legs and put their fingers, like that's the first thing you felt? Like, I don't know. Like, not saying that it didn't happen, but just how you got to be a slick motherfucker to be able to do something like that and can't nobody feel it. The group, including Jahara, headed back to Trey's car where the slow motion singer took his shirt off. Jahara recognized this and started filming for safety purposes. Things escalated when Trey allegedly reached for her phone and got violent. Trey's driver, who also listed in the suit, reportedly got involved. They allegedly tossed her from the vehicle, berated her, and threw water in her face. The plaintiff alleged that she was left with scrapes on her legs. According to a source, the woman wants Diddy to be held accountable for providing Trey with alcohol. You sound crazy. Diddy's gonna be exonerated. The plaintiff suffered negligent affliction of emotional distress and resulting pain and suffering disability. Just last month, Trey Songz was under investigation for sexually assaulting another woman in Vegas. Neither P. Diddy nor Trey's reps have spoken on the matter. I absolutely believe that Trey thinks that if he picks some thirsty girl in a club, then everybody is going to ignore her when she says that he did these things to her. I think he does that on purpose. So for me, I think you did exactly what the girl said you did. And the way she describes you kicking her out the car, that sounds like some shit that you would do as well. So for me, it's just kind of like, when is somebody going to lock Trey Songz up so he can actually like sat down somewhere and stop pushing himself on women. And I don't care how attractive you are. If I don't want to, you don't touch me. Okay. So I have a real issue with men like Trey Songz that feel like because women don't often tell them no, that when someone does tell them no, they don't have to listen to it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. Yes, thirsty girls, be careful, because even though you may see something as an opportunity for yourself, realize that men are always looking for an opportunity to hurt you if they can, especially if they can keep you from saying something, keep you from putting them on blast. But at this point, we've had way too many of these stories. Trey needs to go and sit in somebody's jail. Like, are we really going to be doing this with him for 20 more years and he's going to be just like the person that he sings just like? I mean, everybody knows that Trey Songz likens himself after Robert. He may not like very young women, but he damn sure doesn't mind taking that R word to another place. So why get in a car with him if he had already assaulted her at the party? I'm just asking. No, I thought about that as well, but that's why I said I feel like she thought it might be like an opportunity or something, and she was like, that's what she pulled her phone out. But where's the video? That's another thing. Where's the video? But that's why I said he purposefully picks girls who I think were thirsty to be around him, because a thirsty girl, even though you did something she didn't like, might still take the ride home from you, especially if her girlfriends want to take the ride home from you and feel like, girl, why are you upset? Like, that's Trey Songz. Like, he could have fingered me. I would have been happy. Like, just think about the different types of, mentalities and shit that could be happening in the moment. Let's not forget the girl was probably also drunk and high her damn self. So it's like, I don't want to have to think about how I'm going to get home if I already came with him and the homegirls, right? So it just kind of makes me feel like she could have just been in a situation where, what you mean? What did I say? I feel like she could have just been in a situation where, in her mind, even though he did something she didn't like, it was still easier to get in the car with him and go home than high and drunk arguing with your friends so that y'all can get a ride to go home. Like, especially, let's not wait for an Uber. Come on, his car's right here. Let's go. Even though you like, I really don't want to be around this nigga after he stuck his fingers in me. Like, once she sobered up, she probably felt like, what the fuck? That's another thing. If she was drunk and high, and then as time was going on, she's sobering up and realizing what happened. But she says that when he took the shirt off, I guess she thought that maybe he would leave her alone, like, because they were going home. I think she thought that, okay, maybe he just was doing something in a club, but all of us are in a car, so he's gonna, ain't nothing gonna happen. All of us are in a car. I think that's what she was thinking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Either way, I can't know, but I also don't doubt that he did it, because this is not the first, second. Honestly, I don't even think this is the third time that we've heard things of this nature with him. I actually talked about Megan Good's divorce on the Ooh Ladies First panel, the special one that we did the other day on Wednesday. So you can check that out, because I was like, why repeat myself about it? Basically, they broke up because they moving in two different directions. I mean, what you gonna do, child? What you gonna do? But anyway, y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. It's the entitlement to women's bodies without consent for me. Disgusting. Her thirst is of no consequence to me. He doesn't get to put his, no, exactly. Her thirst is of no consequence to me either. But I mean that is the way a predator is going to pick a girl to do that to. Because he knows that once this story is told to other people, then people are going to be thinking about all of those things. Just as we are, and just as we're talking about it, and people are chatting and saying things in the comments about, well, why did you do this? And all of that, which it makes sense for you to ask those questions, but at the same time, you have to understand, and just me as a woman, I feel like there have been times where things have happened and you really do not compute it for what it is in the moment. You really don't compute it for what it is in the moment. The understanding comes as time goes on and you're thinking about it like, wait a minute, what, like you just start to think, and then you become even more upset about it. You know what I'm saying? haven't y'all ever gotten in arguments with people and then they said something to you and y'all left the argument and you was like in the shower when you got home thinking about what they said and you just kept getting madder and madder and then thinking about all the shit that you should have said or you should have done? Like, I think it's the same thing when men take advantage of women in these positions. You know what I'm saying? Did he do the same thing with Meg? I don't know if he did the same thing with Meg. I know there was a similar situation with Kiki. Bonnie, do you have anything planned today for Christmas Eve? Just to put my Christmas tree up later, and I'm gonna make a little food for me and my husband, and I plan to come back on here to read Portia, The Pursuit of Portia, maybe another chapter or two of Pursuit of Portia, depending on how I'm feeling later on. But besides that, child, I'm chilling today. I've already been to the mall. I've already gotten what I needed to get. I have no need to go back out into the pandemonium that is Christmas Eve shopping. The only thing that I really wanted to go do was I wanted to go and get a new dog bed for my dogs. So I think I might do that. I might go run to TJ Maxx and see about, to the home goods store and see about getting my dogs another bed. The only problem is their asses is dirty, okay? And because they're dirty, I don't want to get the new bed and then they lay on the new bed and make it dirty because we have to wash them. And I hate washing them outside because the water be cold, but I cannot stand having to get Barack, especially right now because Barack's paw is a little fucked up. We got to take him to the vet, but Lyric has to pick him up because I can't pick him up. And Lyric has not been off from work on any other day but Sunday, which they're closed. So we can't, really be hopping Barack all over the place. So, we got to wash him together. And then, but I wanted to go get a little bed a big bed for my dogs. But yeah, y'all, that's all I really have planned. Get a black one. Is the book club for Portia's book, will it continue? It will continue. Meg was drunk and he tried to get her to drink more and tried to kiss her. It was gross. Ew. He did try to make oof. Child, I be forgetting so much stuff be happening. I just want to Christmas trip. We can't get into the Christmas mood. I'm not in it like that, but I am because I'm gonna get myself there. We got liquor. We gonna get ourselves there. Okay. We got gifts. We gonna get ourselves there. But I'm just gonna put up my little fake one instead of going to get a real one and going through all of that because don't nobody feel like doing all of that. And I'm honestly probably gonna wait until Lyric gets home so that we can do it together since we haven't really done anything, together as far as Christmas because we always go and get our Christmas tree together and it just didn't happen this year. But thank you. The nails are the only festive thing I really got popping in here, but my room is still beautiful, so it doesn't matter. What do the lonely do at Christmas? They watch me. Yeah, what do they do? What do they do at Christmas time? They watch BondyBlue on YouTube. That's what they do. So I'll see my members and my Patreons later. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for coming through. Like the video on the way out. I'll see